ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Om. Dear friends, we completed the 9th shloka in the last class, 9th shloka of 18th chapter. That is, Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagas satviko matah. That shloka we completed. The whole bhashyam also we completed. The overall context is, we have seen three types of tyaga. That is, tyaga due to delusion, tyaga due to moha, moha tasya parityaga, that is tyaga due to delusion we saw. And then we saw also laziness tyaga, laziness tyaga, tyaga due to laziness, that is dukkamityeva yat karma kaya klesha bhayat tyajet, that is physical strain. So that is another one. Then we also saw in the last shloka karma phala tyaga. This delusional tyaga is karma tyaga, and then the other tyaga also is karma tyaga. The third one is karma phala tyaga. It is supposed to be sattvika tyaga. And what is the result of that sattvika tyaga? That sattvika tyaga will have to lead to chitta shuddhi, and chitta shuddhi will prepare the mind for further, say the next step called jnana nishtha. So that is what is being told here. That is the logical culmination of that karma yoga. Karma phala tyaga is karma yoga. Karma yoga has to logically culminate in jnana nishtha. It has to lead to jignasa and then to jnana nishtha. So that is what is being shown in this particular shloka. Let us read this shloka, 10th shloka. Avatarika is there. Yes, okay. Let us read Avatarika. Yastu adhikrutaha sangam tyaktva phalabhisandhim cha
संगम त्यक्त्वा फलाभिसन्धिं च
नित्यं कर्म करोति तस्य फलरागादिना अकलुषीक्रियमाणम् अन्तःकरणं नित्यैश्च कर्मभिः संस्क्रियमाणं विशुध्यति विशुद्धं प्रसन्नम् आत्मालोचनक्षमं भवति तस्यैव नित्यकर्मानुष्ठानेन विशुद्धान्तःकरणस्य अंतःकरणस्य आत्मज्ञानाभिमुखस्य क्रमेण यथा तन्निष्ठा स्यात् तद्वक्तव्यमित्याह. Okay. So here yastu adhikrutah. So we are now talking about one adhikruta. Adhikruta means a person who is supposed to do a karma. He is an adhikruta. One who is an adhikari is otherwise called adhikruta. Adhikruta is one who is entitled and also enjoined. He is entitled to do a karma and also enjoined to do karma. So entitled and enjoined. So he is called adhikruta. Then how does he do karma? We have seen in the 9th shloka also. Sangam tyaktva phalabhisandhim cha. He, after giving up that sangam, without having that sangam or attachment for that phala, for the result of that action, and then what type of action does he do? Nityam karma karoti. That is again important. Sangam tyaktva, not kamya karma. Sangam is something which is a contradiction in terms. Sangam tyaktva, kamya karma is something which is a contradiction in terms. So, sangam tyaktva phalabhisandhincha nityam karma karoti. So that is, he does this nitya karma that is called panchamahayajnas, etc. Panchamahayajnas is again something which is a social activity. Atithi yajna, bhuta yajna, all these things. Then nityam karma karoti, tasya, for such gentleman, phalaragadina akalushikriyamanam antahkaranam. So phalaragadina, then this phalaraga is not there. Phalaraga will naturally kalushi karoti. Manaha kalushi karoti. Kalushi karoti means it spoils, it pollutes the mind. So here, akalushi kriyamanam antahkaranam, because lack of the absence of phala raga, akalushikriyamanam. This is something which is the mind is not polluted. Mind is not polluted by any raga. Mind is not polluted by any phalabhisandhi. So such a person, antahkaranam, nityaisya karmabhihi samskriyamanam vishuddhyati. Phalaragadina akalushikriyamanam antahkaranam, nityaisya karmabhihi. By this nitya karmas, by the performance of these nitya karmas, samskriyamanam, that is purify, it undergoes purification. Samskriyamana, it is called shanach pratyaya, kriyamana. That is shanach pratyaya, that is, it is being purified. Samskriyamanam, being purified. Vishuddhyati means it gets purified. Samskriyamanam, that is samskara, bad samskaras go and new samskaras come. That also we have to take, we have to samskriyamanam. Samskara is what old samskara goes and a new samskara comes. So all the old habits go, and then chitta malam disappears, and then some other some pure thoughts will enter the mind, will settle down, and that settling down of pure thoughts, that itself they create a new samskara. So that samskriyamanam vishuddhyati, this mind gets purified. Then vishuddham means vishuddham manaha. The manaha is that is to take that word, vishuddham manaha, that is the purified mind. Prasannam atmalochana kshamam bhavati. Only a pure mind can think of what is Brahman. Otherwise, if our mind is so crowded with all, worries about the world or conflicts about the world and all these problems, social issues and problems, then naturally you don't have time for Atma Viveka. So only a pure mind becomes eligible and becomes fit for Atmalochana kshamam. Kshamam means eligible. Capable. Shama is capability. Shamata, shamatvam is what is called capability. So it becomes capable for what? Atma lochana kshamam. It becomes capable for this inquiry about self. So that is the point. Atma lochana kshamam bhavati. Then tasyaiva, for that person only, or for that mind only, nitya karma anushthanena vishuddhantah karanasya, for that person, we are now talking about a person, for that person for whom nitya karma anushthanena vishuddhantah karanasya, whose mind has been purified by the regular performance of this nitya karma without phalabhisandhi. Nitya karma with the sense of karma phala tyaga, a person who has been doing it in a very, very meticulous way, then atma jnana abhimukhasya, he is in the direction of that atma jnana. Abhimukha, in the direction, in the same direction as atma jnana. He is not in the opposite direction. He is not pratimukha, he is not pratimukha, he is parangmukha, not parangmukha but abhimukha. So vishuddhantah karanasya atmajnana abhimukhasya, one who is striving towards atmajnana, one who is moving towards that atmajnana. Then this word kramena, you can underline, kramena yatha tan nishtha syad, how that nishtha, jnana nishtha will take place, kramena, because it is a very slow process. You see, all those old dirt has to go away from the mind, and slowly the mind has to reorient towards this jnana path. So that is a kramena. So it is something which is, that is why we emphasize on abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tan nirodha, the mind itself, that nirodha takes place only by constant abhyasa and vairagya. So that is it. Kramena yatha tan nishtha syat, how that nishtha can will materialize or will result. So tad vaktavyam, so that has to be told. Ityaha nadveshti akushalam karma, etc. So is it Avatarika, is it clear?
Yes.
So we are now seeing an adhikari, sangam tyaktva phalavisantim cha, that is another number 2. Then nityam karma karoti, so he does this nitya karma. For such a man, the mind gets purified, and then the mind is oriented towards that jnana. So he is in that jnana path, and he succeeds in that jnana path. In this shloka we are seeing a success story. The next shloka is not telling about, he is telling about somebody who is not successful, but he is okay, he is on the right path. He has not succeeded in that jnana nishtha. So that is the next shloka, that is 11th shloka. So right now this 10th shloka we will read. न द्वेष्ट्यकुशलं कर्म
न द्वेष्ट्यकुशलं कर्म
कुशलेनानुषज्यते
कुशलेनानुषज्यते
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो
मेधावी छिन्न संशयः.
मेधावी छिन्न संशयः.
Okay, न द्वेष्टि अकुशलं कर्म. Akushalam. Kushalam means something which is say related to our welfare, something which is to our well-being. So what we have seen, yoga karmasu kaushalam we have seen. Yoga karmasu kaushalam, it is a very famous statement in Gita, isn't it? So karma yoga is karmasu kaushalam. Kaushalam there is skill. What is that great skill in karma? That is, you do karma in such a way that you are not affected by that. Not like stealing. you steal something and then you don't get affected. Not that is not yoga. We are talking about this karma. We are talking about the Vaidika karma, Smarta karma, Shrauta karma and Smarta karma, which are going to give us some spiritual merit. So we are talking about this karma, not something which you have to stealthily do without getting caught. So Kushalam karma there is that is the skill in action. That is what we thought. This is also something related. Not dveshti akushalam karma. What is the karma which is akushalam? That is kamya karma. Because kamya karma is something, there is a built-in desire. There is a desire which is built in that kamya karma. So there is no question of kamya karma being done in a sort of karma yoga manner, because it is a contradiction in terms. So akushalam karma refers to kamya karma. So, but then this gentleman, over a period of chitta shuddhi, chitta samskara, samskriyamanam manaha, so he achieves that level of equanimity that he doesn't hate it also. He will not do anyway. He will not do, but then he does not positively hate them. Hating is one thing and not doing one thing. Not doing is another. So suppose you don't do a particular thing. So it doesn't mean that you have to hate it. You need not hate it. You don't do it. So that is it. That is the quality, that is the Rakshanam, that is the quality of a Jnani. So nadveshti akushalam karma. So he does not hate kamya karma. Not that he does kamya karma, he does not do kamya karma, but at the same time he does not hate it. Then kushale na anushajyate. Kushalam karma is this nitya karma. Nityam karma, it is something which is facilitating that jnana nishtha, isn't it? Kushala karma, this nitya karma is something which facilitates jnana nishtha. So simply because it facilitates jnana nishtha, this man doesn't fall in love with that. So he does not hate that one, does not fall in love with this one. Na anushajyate, na anusangam karoti. Anushangam. Anushanga is anu plus sanga becomes anushanga, that's sandhi. So anushanga is attachment or love, excessive love. So passion for that. So he will not become passionate about Sandhya Vandana, and he will not do Sandhya Vandana for hours together. So that is the point. So this is also a point to be noted. So we are supposed to have some earmark, some limited time and not spend hours and hours on puja. So kushalaye na anushajyate. Anushajyate means anushanga happens because of say excessive passion, excessive rating it very high. Rating it very high, there is a beautiful word in Sanskrit that is called shobhanadhyasa. Shobhanadhyasa, we have come across that word somewhere. Either in this bhashya or in some other place we have come across that word. Maybe somewhere Madhusudana Saraswati uses that word in this Gita only. So shobhanadhyasa is attributing some value to that, say highly rating something. So that sort of thing he does not do. So he neither hates kamya karma nor falls in love with this nitya karma because it is leading to jnana nishtha. So that is it. Kushale na anushajyate. Then tyagi. Tyagi, we are now referring to the karma phala tyagi, whose mind has become purified. So this is a success story, as I said. Then sattva samavishtaha. Sattva gunena samavishtaha. Puritaha. That is, his mind is filled with this sattva guna. Sattva samavishtaha. That sattva guna is, his mind is filled with that sattva guna. Then medhavi. Here medha refers to the capability for say Atma Vichara. Capacity for Atma Vichara is called Medha. Medhavi is one who has that, is called Medhavi. Medhavi. Then Chinna Samshayaha. all his doubts are resolved, all his mental blocks, all this Hridaya Granthi, we call it Granthi, isn't it? All those Hridaya Granthis have been, totally, cut off. All the Granthi, all the knots have been cut off. So that man is called Chinna Samshaya. Chinna Samshaya refers to a person who has achieved, who has sorted out Chitta Samadhanam. He has sorted out all his, problems. He has sorted out all his raga, dvesha, etc., etc. He has properly analyzed basic how to cut off. That is to analyze, to see their futility, to realize their ephemeral nature. So that is what is called Chinna, cutting off the all this Gordian knot, as they say in English. So Chinna Samshaya, he is that type of man who has resolved all the doubts in his mind. So that is it. So let us see the Bhashyam. Nadveshti akushalam ashobhanam kamyam karma
नद्वेष्टि अकुशलम् अशोभनं काम्यं कर्म
शरीरारम्भद्वारेण संसारकारणं
शरीरारम्भद्वारेण संसारकारणं
किमनेन इत्येवं
किमनेन इत्येवं
कुशले शोभने नित्ये कर्मणि
कुशले शोभने नित्ये कर्मणि
सत्त्वशुद्धि ज्ञानोत्पत्ति तन्निष्ठा हेतुत्वेन
सत्त्वशुद्धि ज्ञानोत्पत्ति तन्निष्ठा हेतुत्वेन
मोक्षकारणम् इदम् इत्येवं न अनुषज्यते
मोक्षकारणम् इदम् इत्येवं न अनुषज्यते
तत्रापि प्रयोजनम् अपश्यन् अनुषङ्गं प्रीतिं न करोति इत्येतत्
तत्रापि प्रयोजनम् अपश्यन् अनुषङ्गं प्रीतिं न करोति इत्येतत्.
Okay, fine. So nadveshti akushalam ashobhanam kamyam karma. Ashobhanam. Shobhanam is something which is what can we say? Something which is very highly positive, highly desired. Shobhana. Shobhanam is something which is excellent, something which is ashobhanam karma. Ashobhanam is not desirable. Ashobhanam karma is kamya karma, because it is going to tie you, bind you in this samsara. So that is what is being told. Sharira arambhadvarena samsara karanam. Because this kamya karma, it will lead you to another sharira. Sharira arambha. Arambha means causing, beginning. Sharira arambhadvarena samsara karanam. It is leading you to that cycle of samsara. Then kimanena ityevam. Why? What shall I do with this? Kimanena. What is it for me? I need not follow. So he has that idea in mind, but at the same time he does not hate. Akushalam karma sharirarambhakadvarena samsara karanam kimanena ityevam nadveshti. So that nadveshti, you connect it here. So why this unnecessary kamya karma? So to hell with this kamya karma, he will not say. He will not he will not hate it positively. Then similarly, kushale shobhane nitye karmani. Shobhana means something which is useful, something which is desirable. So that sort of nitya karma, in that nitya karma, then what is the reason for falling in love? Because sattva shuddhi jnanotpatti nishtha hetutvena. Because this is the hetu. Hetu means the cause. Sattva shuddhi jnanotpatti tannishtha. This is the hetu. This kushala nitya karma is the hetu for this sattva shuddhi. Sattva means antahkarana shuddhi. Then this sattva shuddhi, and once it is sattva shuddhi is achieved, it leads to jnanotpatti. So tan nishtha, jnanotpatti, over a period of time you attain a sort of nishtha or steadiness in that. So tan nishtha hetutvena, because this nitya karma is leading to all these in a sequence. In a sequence means that kramena, in a sequence. Then moksha karanam idam ityevam na anushajyate. Oh, this is the moksha karanam. So thinking that, he will not fall in love with that. So that is it. Moksha karanam idam ityevam na anushajyate. He does not fall in love. Tatrapi prayojanam apashyan anushangam pritim na karoti. Anushangam. Anu plus sangam, I said anushangam. Pritim na karo. Anushanga is priti, love, attachment, fascination. Not fascination, a sort of passion, let us say. Passion. Na karoti. He doesn't have passion for that. He does it as a matter of duty. So that is how he does. And with that Ishwararpana buddhi, as a matter of duty, he does. Then kah punarasau. Tyagi. पूर्वोक्तेन संगफल परित्यागेन तद्वान् त्यागी.
पूर्वोक्तेन संगफल परित्यागेन तद्वान् त्यागी.
यः कर्मणि संगं त्यक्त्वा तत्फलं च
नित्यकर्मानुष्ठायी
नित्यकर्मानुष्ठायी स त्यागी.
नित्यकर्मानुष्ठायी सत्यागी.
Okay, kah punarasau, who is that man? That is tyagi. That first line is nadveshte kusalam karma kusale na anushajyate. Who is that? Tyagi. The answer is tyagi. Then what is the meaning of tyagi? Tyagi is purvoktena sangaphala parityagena. Then sangaphala parityagi. He is called tyagi. Tadvans tyagi. Tadvan means one who is having that karma phala sangha, karma phala tyaga. He is called sangha phala parityaga. One who is having that, he is a tyagi. Tadvan means one who has that. One who has that is tyagi. Then again further explanation. Yaha karmani sangam tyaktva tat phalam cha. Having left, having given, having say rejected karma phala, sangha phalam tyaktva means having rejected this, having no attachment with that karma, and then having rejected that phalam also, then he does this nitya karma. Nitya karma anushthayi. Anushthayi means one who performs. Anushtanam means performance. Anushtata is a performer. Anushthayi is the same. Anushtata or anushthayi. Nitya karma anushthayi. Satyagi. So one who performs this nitya karma, having rejected this karma phala and with no fascination for that, so that man is a tyagi. Then kada punarasau akushalam karma nadveshti
अकुशलं कर्म न द्वेष्टि
कुशले च न अनुषज्यते इत्युच्यते
कुशले च न अनुषज्यते इत्युच्यते
सत्व समाविष्टः यदा
सत्त्वसमाविष्टः यदा
सत्वेन आत्मानात्म विवेक विज्ञान हेतुना
सत्त्वेन आत्मानात्म विवेक विज्ञान हेतुना
समाविष्टः संव्याप्तः संयुक्तः इत्येतत्
समाविष्टः संव्याप्तः संयुक्तः इत्येतत्.
Okay, kada punarasau kushalam karma nadveshti. When does it happen? So he has described a situation, that is nadveshti kushalam karma kushale nanushajyati. He neither hates kamya karma, neither falls in love with this nitya karma. When does it happen? What frame of mind is required for that? So kada punarasau, when will this gentleman akushalam karma nadveshti, he does not hate kamya karma, kushale na anushajyate, doesn't fall in love with this kushala karma, that is nitya karma, ityuchyate, that is being told, when sattva samavishtaha, when his mind is filled, when sattva is, when yada sattvena atmanatma viveka vijnana hetuna, sattva, that is that atma anatma viveka vijnana, he has got this knowledge of discrimination of what is atma and what is anatma. So when he has attained that particular level, so that means he started with karma phala tyaga, and then along with karma phala tyaga we have to presume that over a period of time he has done a little bit of shravana manana nididhyasana. Otherwise, if you simply give up karma phala and then if you are just sitting idle, you will be okay, you are not doing any bad thing, you are okay, and then say chitta shuddhi is also there, all that is okay, but chitta shuddhi is there, but then with that chitta shuddhi you have not gone further. So we have to presume that some little bit of shravana manana has taken place here. So that is why kramena word also is there. Earlier we saw that word kramena. So this gentleman, yada sattvena atmanatva viveka vijnana hetuna, this viveka means it is a mental activity, isn't it? Chitta shuddhi is there. You have got a highly polished sword. Okay, that sword is with you, but you have not used it any time. What is the use? So it is like that. So that viveka is the activity. Viveka is an activity in the mind where you have to sort out various things, you have to take so many issues into question, say all those issues you have to examine, deliberate, and then reject some, accept some. That is what is called viveka. So that viveka vijnana hetuna samavishtaha samvyapta san. Samvyaptaha means it is filled. Okay. Vyapti, you know. Vyapya, vyapaka, those two words also we know. That is vyaptaha, that is he is fully pervaded. He is fully pervaded by that, samavishtaha, ityetat. So his mind is filled with that sattva guna. Filled with that viveka. Sattva guna, not only sattva guna. This atmanatma viveka vijnana hetuna, that hetu, that word hetu also is there. Viveka vijnana hetuna, that is the cause. That is going to lead you to that viveka vijnana. Oh, that also I forgot that word. That word hetu I forgot. So that is again an important word. The problem here in Bhashyam is every small word we have to see, otherwise we may miss some important link. That word hetu is a very important link here. So this means Shankaracharya is not presuming the Shravana Manana Nididhyasa as we were presuming. This word hetu we missed out. So if you see this word hetu, it is the hetu, it is going to lead you to that Viveka Vijnana. So that is what he says. He has not already achieved it, he is going to achieve it. Viveka Vijnana hetuna samavishtaha samvyaptaha. He is fully occupied with that say purity of mind, which is the cause for that jnana nishtha. So that is it. Ityetat. Atayeva cha medhavi.
अतएव च मेधावी
मेधया आत्मज्ञान लक्षणया प्रज्ञया संयुक्तः तद्वान् मेधावी.
मेधया आत्मज्ञान लक्षणया प्रज्ञया संयुक्तः तद्वान् मेधावी.
मेधावित्वादेव छिन्न संशयः.
मेधावित्वादेव छिन्न संशयः.
छिन्नः अविद्याकृतः संशयो यस्य.
छिन्नः अविद्याकृतः संशयो यस्य.
आत्मस्वरूपावस्थानमेव परं निःश्रेयस साधनं नान्यत् किंचित्.
आत्मस्वरूपावस्थानमेव परं निःश्रेयसाधनं न अन्यत् किंचित्.
किंचित् इत्येवं निश्चयेन छिन्न संशयः.
इत्येवं निश्चयेन छिन्न संशयः.
यो अधिकृतः पुरुषः.
यो अधिकृतः पुरुषः.
Oh, this is a long line, so we will stop here. Yo छिन्न संशयः, up to that point we will stop. So here, of course, here also we are slightly presuming that he has undergone this Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, because Shankaracharya also here is saying Atayevacha, therefore it is only because of that Medhavi. Medhavi is Medhaya Atmajnana Lakshanaya Prajnaya. So in the earlier line we saw that word Hetu. From that Hetu he has also moved on to Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, we have to presume. So that is why he calls him Medhavi. Medhaya Atmajnana Lakshanaya. He has attained some awareness about this Atmajnana, and then he is in that Nishtha. Lakshanaya Prajnaya. Prajna is that intelligence, understanding here. Prajna is understanding. Prajnaya Sanyuktaha. Sanyuktaha means equipped with that. Sanyuktaha. Tadvan Medhavi. Sanyuktaha. Atmajnana Lakshanaya Sanyuktaha. So this Medhaya, Medha, what is the meaning for word Medha? Atmajnana Lakshana Prajna. So Taya Sanyuktaha, that is Tadvan Medhavi. The person who is having that, the person who is equipped with that is called Medhavi. So Medhavitvadeva means because of that Medhavitvam, because of the fact that he is called a Medhavi, he has become a Medhavi, then Chinna Samshayaha. Because you can attain Atmajnana only when you discard lot many things. Only when you discard lot many things in neti only, then only you remain as Atma. So that this is the process of discarding, the process of elimination is something which is important. So in that elimination process he has become Chinna Samshayaha. So Chinna Samshaya means Chinnaha Avidyakrutaha Samshayaha Yasya. So many Avidyakrita Samshayas are there about the body-mind complex. This, the mama, aham, etc., all these are, they are the knots in the body, in the mind, sorry, they are the knots in the mind, Hrudaya Granthayaha. All those things, they are all avidya kruta. Because of avidya, because of false superimposition, say all those ideas have crept into us, all those ideas have taken some deep roots in us. So they have all been cut off by this gentleman. So he is called Chinna Samshayaha. Chinnaha avidya krutaha samshayaha yasya. Then how are they happening? Atma Swarupavasthanameva param nishreyasa sadhanam nanyat kinchit. He has come to the firm conclusion. What? Atma Swarupa Avasthanameva. That is staying as my own self. Atma Swarupa Avasthanam. Tada drashtu Swarupe Avasthanam. That is Yoga Sutra. So like that, Atma Swarupa Avasthanam. That is staying in my own self. This is this Param Nishreyasa Sadhanam. This is the only Nishreyasa Sadhanam. This is the supreme Nishreyasa Sadhanam. So awareness, that constant awareness about his own self. So that is the Nishreyasa Sadhanam. Na anyat kinchit, not anything else. So this person, he is having such a clear understanding. He has rejected all other, say, Anatma Vishayas. he has rejected, he has cut off all these Hridaya Granthis, so he is in that state. So ityevam nischayena chinna samshayah. So he is a person who has that firmness of understanding. Nischayena chinna samshayah, firmness in understanding, very firmly he has cut off all those doubts. Then let us read. यह अधिकृतः पुरुषः पूर्वोक्तेन प्रकारेण कर्मयोगानुष्ठानेन क्रमेण संस्कृतात्मा सन् जन्मादि विक्रियारहितत्वेन निष्क्रियम् आत्मानम् आत्मत्वेन सम्बुद्धः स सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यस्य नैव कुर्वन् न कारयन् आसीनः नैष्कर्म्यलक्षणां ज्ञाननिष्ठाम् अश्नुते इत्येतत् पूर्वोक्तस्य कर्मयोगस्य प्रयोजनम् अनेन श्लोकेन उक्तम्. So the purpose of this shloka is mentioned in the last line. Purvoktasya karmayogasya prayojanam. Purvoktasya, whatever has been told earlier about that karma yoga, in the earlier shloka also what was demonstrated, that prayojanam anena shlokena uktam. The prayojanam of that karma yoga has been told in this shloka. What is the prayojanam? So that is, through that karma yoga you have attained a chitta shuddhi, and then you have become a medhavi. Medhaya atmajnana lakshanaya, you have become a medhavi. And then because of medhavitvam you have cut off all your mental knots, that hridaya granthi, and then you have now stationed in your own self, in your swarupe avasthanam, that is atma swarupa avasthanam, and then you have realized that that is the nishreyasa sadhanam, na anyat kinchit, nothing else, but that is the only nishreyasa sadhanam. You have come to that understanding. Then chinna samshayah yah adhikruta purusha. So you are that adhikruta purusha, that is adhikari. Adhikruta is adhikari, say purusha. Then purvoktena prakarena, that is as was told in the earlier, in the whole text, let us say, not here and there, in the whole, almost whole text, purvoktena prakarena karma yoga anushtanena, by performance of this karma yoga, kramena, this again word has to see, kramena means you have to presume that some little bit of Shravana Manana Nididhyasana has gone into his mind. Kramena samskrutatma san, he has become a samskrutatma, a person who has attained proper samskaras. The old samskaras have gone and then new samskaras have come. Samskrutatma, a purified mind. Then janmadi vikriyarahitatvena nishkriyam atmanam atmatvena sambuddha. This is again a very strong statement. Janmadi vikriyarahitatvena, he has realized that this his self, whatever he has, we are now saying that the person, he is staying in his own self, and then he has also realized that this is something which is janmadi vikriyarahitam. So all those shadbhava vikaras, jayate, asti, avardhate, viparinamate, etc. are all those rejected in this atma. So janmadi vikriya rahitatvena. So he is knowing his self as this janmadi vikriya rahitam. Nishkriyam atmanam atmatvena sambuddha. This atma which is nishkriyam atmanam atmatvena sambuddha. One who knows that nishkriyam atma as his own self. Atmatvena means as his own self. So the one who knows this nishkriyam atmanam, this atma which is nishkriya means which is untouched by any karma. Nishkriya, which is untouched by any karma. You do any karma, you are untouched by that. So that is what is called naishkarmyam. Nishkriyam atmanam atmatvena sambuddha. He has realized it as his own self. So that is it. So the person who is we are now talking about a realized person. So atmatvena sambuddha saha sarvakarmani manasa sanyasya. So you have this refers to an earlier line, sarvakarmani manasa sanyasya aste sukham vashi, etc. Then naiva kurvan nakarayan. So that is again another shloka. What is that shloka? Pashyan Shrunan Spurushan Jigran? No, not Naiva Kurvan Nakarayan. This is some other shloka. What is the reference there?
Yes, sir.
No reference. Okay. Naiva Kurvan Nakarayan Asinaha. Asinaha means he is in that state. He is settled in that state. Asina literally means one who is sitting. Asinaha. Asino Duram Vrajati Shayano Yati Sarvataha. You recall. Asina means one who is stationed in a particular place. But here he is stationed in that particular understanding. Then Naishkarmya Lakshanam Jnananishtham Ashnute. He is in that Naishkarmya Lakshana Jnananishtha. Naishkarmya is again a very important word, because we know that Naishkarmya Siddhi is a monumental work by Sureshwaracharya, the student of Shankaracharya, the direct student of Shankaracharya, Sureshwaracharya, who was said to be Mandana Mishra. Of course, there is some controversy whether he is Mandana Mishra or not. We need not go into that. That Shankaracharya, he had a debate with that Mandana Mishra, and Mandana Mishra, he became a Shishya, disciple of Shankaracharya, and then after becoming Shankaracharya's disciple also, some other students, they were suspicious of him. Some other students, fellow students, this fellow was a strong, say, karmi till yesterday, and then now today he is talking about Advaita Vedanta. So like, people suspect you and me also. Till yesterday you are something different, and today you are talking Vedanta. So this fellow, this Sureshwaracharya, that same Mandana Mishra who has become Sureshwaracharya, it seems overnight he sat and wrote Naishkarmya Siddhi. Shankaracharya, he asked him to write something. I don't properly remain that episode. He gave him this task. Okay, let Sureshwara do it. And all other people were almost laughing among themselves. Oh, how can this man do? This man was, till yesterday, he was a strong Mimamsaka. So this man, overnight, he sat and wrote that Naishkarmya Siddhi, a very monumental book. So this concept of Naishkarmya is elaborated there. Naishkarmya Siddhi. That is, where you have attained the frame of mind, where you have realized yourself, and then you have realized in such a way that whatever action, all actions, they do not touch, the actions do not touch the self. So you have realized that, and then you are in that particular siddhi. You have attained that particular siddhi, means that particular understanding that Atma is something which has nothing to do with any karma. So that is a Naishkarmya. So Naishkarmya Lakshanam Jnananishtham. So he is in that Jnananishtha. Ashnute. Ashnute means attains. He achieves that particular status. So that is Naishkarmya. That is, simply we can say it as the status of not having any karma. That is called Naishkarmya. The status of not having any karma. Or maybe if there is some definition by somebody, I will see that definition also. Jnananishtham Ashnute Ityetat Purvoktasya Karmayogasya Prayojanam Anena Shlokena Uktam. So whatever has been told about Karma Yoga, the prayojanam, the purpose of that karma yoga has been, where it leads to, where it will lead, that karma yoga will lead. So all that has been explained in this particular shloka. Then the next shloka we will talk about, we are again talking about a karma yogi, but not a very successful fellow. Early in this 10th shloka we talked about a success case. So now we are talking about not a totally failure case, but not so successful case. Okay. That is, Yah Punaha Adhikrutas San Dehatmabhimanitvena Dehabhrud Agnyaha Abadhitatma Kartrutva Vijnanataya Abadhitatma Kartrutva Vijnanataya
Abadhitatma Kartrutva
Okay, Kartrutva Bhimanataya, it doesn't mean, not much difference. Aham karteti nishchita buddhihi tasya ashesha karma parityagasya ashakyattvat karma phalathyagena chodita karmanusthane eva adhikaraha natyage ityetamartham darshayitum aha. Okay, nahi iti. Okay, so the avatarika is about Yah Punaha. On the other hand, the one. Adhikruta son, one who is an adhikari. The earlier shloka was also an adhikari, but they say from there that adhikari graduated into a Medhavi and Jnani. So here, but that man, this poor man, he has not graduated. He has not graduated into that Medhavi status. Adhikruta's son, having been an Adhikruta, Dehatmabhimanitvena Dehabhrud Ajnaha. So he has not overcome this Dehatmabhimana. So this is he is still feeling that okay, I am the Karta. So that we have to presume that he has not done enough of Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. So that though that has not been explicitly told, so that is the only reason. A Karma Yogi who has not become a Jnani, who is still having that Dehatma Abhimana. So we know that Karma Yoga involves two things. Any karma involves two things. What is that? Kartrutva and Bhoktrutva. A Karma Yogi does not have Bhoktrutva, but he has Kartrutva. Karma Yogi to start with. So when that Kartrutva Bhavana also goes, he becomes a Jnani. When that Kartrutva Bhavana also goes, he becomes a Jnani. So that is what is the basic rule. Karma Yogi is there. So there is what is called Kartrutva and Bhoktrutva. Jnani, Kartrutva is not there, Bhoktrutva is not there. Karma Yogi, Kartrutva is there, normal Karma Yogi. Bhoktrutva is not there because he has given up. So a Murkha, Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, everything is there, an Ajna. So Karma Yogi is slightly better because at least that Bhoktrutva he has given up. So when he becomes a Jnani, this Kartrutva also goes. So that is the point. So here, Dehabhimanitvena, when he is having a Dehabhimana, it means that he is having that Kartrutva Bhavana. So Kartrutva Bhavana is very much there. Dehatmabhimanitvena, Dehabhrut Ajnaha. Dehabhrut means one who has that Abhimana, Aham Mama feeling, Aham Mama notion. Whoever has, he is called Dehabhrut. Deham Vibharti iti Dehabhrut. One who bears the body. So the bear, Bhrui Bharane. One who bears, one who has that body. Body means we are all having body, but then this gentleman is having that Dehatma Bhimana. That is, I am the doer. So that he has not got over that notion of self. Dehabhrud Ajnaha Abadhitatma Kartrutva Vijnanataya. So this Atma Kartrutva Vijnana is abadhitam in him. Atma Kartrutva Vijnana means the notion that he is the doer. The notion that he is the doer, that is not yet negated. Abadhita means not negated. Abadhita. Badha, you know that word Badha. Badha is a negation. Abadhita means unnegated, not negated. Abadhita Atma Kartrutva Vijnanataya. So this Atma Kartrutva Vijnana, that is knowledge or this understanding that one is this Karta. One is understanding that he is the Karta, that notion has not been negated. So which means he is very much in that notion. He is very much in that notion that he is the Karta. So that is the overall meaning. Vijnanataya Aham Karta iti Nishchita Buddhihi. So he is having a firm view that he is the Karta. Then Buddhihi Tasya Ashesha Karma Parityagasya Ashakyatvat. For him, this Ashesha Karma Parityaga is Ashakyam. This Karma Parityaga, this is the leaving of totally giving up this karma is something which is Ashakya. It is impossible for him. Ashakyatvat. Karma Phala Tyagena Chodita Karmanusthane Eva Adhikaraha Na Tyage. So for him, Karma Phala Tyaga is the thing to be done. Chodita Karmanusthane Eva Adhikaraha. For him, this Adhikara, his eligibility here. His Adhikara is in doing this Chodita Karmanusthana. He has to perform this Chodita Karma. Chodita means Vihita. Chodanalakshanartho Dharma. That is what is called the definition of Dharma. That is, directs a person to do a thing. That is the first shloka of Jaimini Sutras. First sutra of Jaimini's Sutras, Jaimini Sutras. Mimamsa Sutra, let us say. So this Chodana means that is directing. Say goading a person or directing a person to do a thing or prescribing something. So Chodita Karmanusthane eva adhikaraha na tyage. Tyage means karma tyage, na karma tyage. For this gentleman who is having this Atma Buddhi, Atma Buddhi means, Dehatma Buddhi. For somebody who is having this Dehatma Buddhi, he does not have that, eligibility for Karma Tyaga altogether. He is having eligibility for Karma Phala Tyaga. So, in order to show that, Ityevamartham darshayitum aha nahi iti. So, here we are talking about a person who is an unrealized person. An unrealized person who is having this Dehatma Bhava. So, for such a man, he is not supposed to give up karmas altogether. He is eligible only for this karma phala tyaga. So, shall we read it again, this line?
Yes, sir.
So, yahpunaha adhikrutas san, one who is an adhikari, and then dehatma abhimanitvena dehabhrud ajnaha, because he is an ignorant person, because he is having that aham mama notion, and then abadhita atma kartrutva vijnanataya, because he is having that vijnana or knowledge that I am the self. That notion has not been negated. Abadhita, Atma Kartrutva Vijnana has not been negated in him. And then Aham Karta iti Nishchita Buddhihi, one who is having that notion that he is the Karta, then Tasya, for that gentleman, Ashesha Karma Parityagasya Ashakyatvat, because it is impossible to renounce the karmas, then what is eligible, for what is he eligible? He is eligible only for Karma Phala Tyaga, isn't it? Yes. Karma Phala Tyagena Chodita Karmanusthane eva adhikaraha. Karmanusthane eva adhikaraha. Karma phala tyagena. He has to do karma. At the same time, he has to give up the karma phala. So that is his adhikara. Ityevam darshayitum aha. So we are talking about a person, not a karma yogi here. We are prescribing karma yoga to this man. He is not already a karma yogi. We are prescribing karma yoga to this gentleman. So that is what we are seeing here. So let us read this shloka. Nahi deha bhruta shakyam tyaktum karmanyasheshatah yastu karma phalatyagi satyagi ityabhidhiyate. So in fact, by reading too many commentaries like Madhusudana commentary and Nilakantha Vyakya, while giving introduction to this particular shloka, I said 10th shloka relates to somebody who is it is a success story. 11th shloka is about a failure story, not exactly failure story, something who has not a realized person. But then Shankaracharya is very clearly saying, this Nilakantha and Madhusudana Vyakya slightly it differs. So now it is very clear after reading Shankaracharya's line that Shankaracharya is very clearly saying that the earlier shloka referred to a karma yogi who has successfully graduated into a jnani. There is no doubt about that. But here he is not already in karma yoga. This man, he is having a dehatma, he is having dehatma bhimana, and for him we are recommending karma yoga here. So that is what is the overall context. So the overall context we should not mistake. So we have to read this shloka now. So here, nahi dehabhruta shakyam tyaktum karmani asheshatah. So dehabhruta means by this dehabhrut is the word, dehabhruta is trutiya ekavachanam. By this dehabhrut, that is dehabhruta means by this dehabhrut, nahi shakyam tyaktum. It is not possible to leave or give up shakyam, tyaktum. What? Give up what? Karmani asheshatah. Asheshatah means altogether. Asheshatah, without any shesham, altogether. Karmani. It is not possible for a dehabhrut, for a dehatmabhimanavan to give up all karmas. Because a dehatmabhiman, he is just not mature for that. So, yastu karma phalatyagi. So, one who gives up the karma phala, one who gives up the karma phala, he is called tyagi, satyagi, iti abhidhiyate. Abhidhiyate means he is called so. He is designated so. Abhidhana means name. Abhidhiyate means he is called so. A simple shloka. Dehabhrut means simple, the only word we have to see is dehabhrut. Dehabhrut means one who is having that aham mama notion. Let us see the bhashyam. Where is that? Nahi, okay. Nahi yasmat dehabhruta deham bibharti iti dehabhrut.
Dehabhruta deham bibharti iti dehabhrut.
Dehatmabhimanavan dehabhrut uchyate.
देहात्माभिमानवान् देहभृत् उच्यते
nahi viveki.
न हि विवेकी.
So na he means yasmat because dehabhruta deham bibharti iti dehabhrut. One who holds, one who has a body is dehabhrut. One who has a body means one who has that atmabhimana, dehatmabhimana, dehatmabhimanavan dehabhrut. One who has that notion of I and me. So he is that dehabhrut. Na viveki, not a jnani, not a person who has gone beyond that level. Then sahi
सहि
veda vinashanam ityadina
वेदाविनाशिनम् इत्यादिना
कर्तृत्वाधिकारान् निवर्तितः full stop.
कर्तृत्वाधिकारात् निवर्तितः.
Sa we are now referring to viveki. So the nahi viveki we stopped in the earlier line. Not does not refer to a viveki. Then now we are starting with this viveki. Sahi, that particular viveki, because he means yasmat, because that viveki Veda vinashanam ityadina kartrutvadhikaran nivartitah. Veda vinashanam nityam yayena vajamavyayam katham sa purushah partha kam ghatayati hantikam. That second adhyaya. Veda avinashanam nityam yayena vajamavyayam ajam avyayam. The one who knows that this Atma is avinashi, nityam, ajam, etc., etc. So the person who has realized that, a viveki is a man who has realized that. So such a man, kartrutvadhikarat nivartitah. He has been, that kartrutvadhikara, say that he has been withdrawn. Nivartitah actually means, nivartitah, he has been withdrawn means his mind has withdrawn from that kartrutva vimana, kartrutva adhikara also is not there. Because he is in that state of, say, understanding. So there, for him, there is no kartrutvadhikara at all. So for him, it is that situation. So now we are coming back to the aviveki. So viveki is one who has attained, who has achieved that understanding of Veda vinashanam nityam yayena vajamavyayam, etc. Now we are coming back to aviveki. Ataha tena dehabhruta ajnena.
Ataha tena dehabhruta ajnena.
So Shankaracharya is making very, very clear. Ataha tena dehabhruta ajnena. So tena, without confusing, he says dehabhruta ajnena. So hence, by that dehabhrut, who is an ignorant person, ignorant means unrealized person, then na shakyam tyaktum sanyasitum karmani asheshatah nisheshena. So it is not possible for him to say give up all karmas asheshatah, that is nisheshena. That is nisheshana means in entirety, without leaving anything, in their entirety. Tasmat yastu ajñah adhikrutah nityani karmani kurvan karmaphala tyagi karmaphalabhisandhi matra sannyasi satyagi ityabhidhiyate karmyapi san iti stutya viprayena. So tasmat, therefore, then who is called tyagi? A person who is ajña. Yastu ajñaha. Ajña means unrealized person. Then adhikrutaha, one who is enjoined and entitled. Then nityani karmani kurvan, while doing this nitya karmas, etc., etc. Not etc., nitya karmas only, nitya karmas. Then karma phala tyagi, one who gives up the karma phala of those things. Then karma phala abhisandhi matra sannyasi. He is doing karma phala abhisandhi matra sannyasi. Only he has given up the fruit of that say karma, but not the karma itself. Sannyasi means one who has given up. Karma phala matra sannyasi, karma phala abhisandhi matra sannyasi, satyagi ityabhidhiyate. That gentleman is called tyagi ityabhidhiyate. Karmyapi san. Karmyapi san means karmi apisan. When it combines, it becomes karmyapi san. Karmyapi san means even though he is a karmi. Karmi apisan. Even though he is a karmi, he is called a tyagi. Why? San iti stutya viprayena. Basically, stuti we know, giving a pat on the back. Well done, my boy. That is Josh. Now Joshayet sarva karmani, we know where our policy is. Joshayet sarva karmani. Don't denigrate anybody. A person who is in the right path, if he is in the right path, you just give a pat on the back. Don't say you are doing the wrong thing. Suppose you say somebody is doing Vinayaka Puja. Vinayaka Puja, you should not go and say, you come to Vedanta level, why are you doing this puja? We should never say. Somebody who is giving doing some puja to some snake mount, they go and put something and then they do some little bit of worship. Or only day before yesterday, we went around on the Vijayadashami day, we went around that Shami Vruksham, and plucked some Shami leaves and all that. Arey, why do you do all that? We should not do all that. So we encourage everybody. So, Stutya Viprayana, that is basically our job is to cheer up everybody, our job is to encourage everybody, motivate everyone. So, with that idea in mind, Stutya Viprayana means with that idea in mind, he is called a Tyagi. Then, Tasmat Paramartha Darshittvena iva.
Tasmat Paramartha Darshina eva.
Darshittvena iva. Okay, it doesn't matter. Darshittvena iva. Adeha Bhruta Dehatma Bhava Rahitena.
Adeha Bhruta Dehatma Bhava Rahitena.
Ashesha Karma Sanyasaha Shakyate Kartum.
Ashesha Karma Sanyasaha Shakyate Kartum.
So therefore, Tasmat, therefore, then who is capable of doing that Karma Sannyasa? Now we have seen Karma Phala Sannyasa. Then who is capable of doing that Karma Sannyasa itself? Karma Sannyasa, the man who is capable of doing that Karma Sannyasa is Paramartha Darshi. So, Tasmat Paramartha Darshitvena. Paramartha Darshi means one who has that understanding that Naham Karta. So that Aham Mama, that feeling has gone, disappeared from him. So we have seen that Atma Yasmat Swarupa Sadhana Avastha, Swarupa Avasthanam, etc. we have seen in the earlier shloka. So one who has attained that Swarupa Avasthanam, one who has realized that he is not the Karta. So this particular gentleman, Adeha Bhruta, the opposite of Deha Bhrut. Deha Bhruta we have talked about. Adeha Bhruta means the opposite of Deha Bhrut, one who has rejected that Dehatma Vimana. So by him, this Ashesha Karma Sanyasaha Shakyate Kartum. So only he is capable of doing that. So, Kim Punastat Prayojanam.
Kim Punastat Prayojanam.
Yat Sarvakarma Parityagat Syad Ityuchyate.
Yat Sarvakarma Parityagat Syad Ityuchyate.
Anishtam, okay, Ityuchyate. So what is the Prayojanam? What is the use? What is the ultimate benefit of that Sarva Karma Parityaga? So that also is being told. Sarva Karma Parityaga, what is the use? And if you don't do that Parityaga, what is it in store for you? So that is what is the next shloka. Let us read the shloka. Anishtam Ishtam Mishram Cha.
Anishtam Ishtam Mishram Cha.
Trividham Karmanah Phalam.
Trividham Karmanah Phalam.
Bhavatyathyaginam Pretya.
Bhavatyathyaginam Pretya.
Natu Sannyasinam Kvachit.
Natu Sannyasinam Kvachit.
So there are three types of there are three ways in which a karma can give result. Three types of fruit will be there for any karma. Let us say like this, three types of fruit, three types of result will be there for any karma. One is you will like the result, another is you will totally dislike the result, then the other one is you will partly like and partly dislike, isn't it? Apart from that, there cannot be anything else. One which you totally do not like, one which you like it extremely, and one there are some advantages and disadvantages, something like that. So that is what is being told here. Anishtam, Ishtam, Mishram Cha. Trividham Karmanaha Phalam. Karmanaha Phalam means the result of karma. Trividham, it is of three types. What? Anishtam, something which is totally, not desired by a person. That is something like going to hell. So, Narakadi Lashanam, so like going to hell, etc. That is something which is Anishtam. Na plus Ishtam is Anishtam. Then Ishtam, something which is desired. Then Mishram, something which is mixed up. So, Ishtam is something Devaloka, Anishtam is something Narakaloka. Then what is this Mishram? You and me, we are all here. Some good, something bad, etc., etc. Someday the food will be good, someday the food may not be good. So like that, Mishram. So, Trividham Karmanah Phalam Bhavati Atyaginam Pretya. For this Atyaginam, Pretya, when is this result? Pretya means pra plus in gatau, that is gatva. having left this body, after having left the body, there is anishtaphala, there is anishtaphala, there is a mishtaphala. Then for whom? Atyaginam. For somebody who has not done this karma phala tyaga. Karma phala tyaga has not for someone who has not done this say karma phala tyaga, asanyasinam, all that will happen. Natu sanyasinam kvachit. Not for a sannyasi. It is not, that does not take place for a sannyasi. It takes place only for asanyasi. So this is what is the Avatarika said. Kim punah tat prayojanam yat sarva karma parityagat syat. Now we are talking about not karma phalatyaga, karma parityaga. So we have to be extremely careful in the words, because Lord Krishna has told something, and it is the duty of Shankaracharya to see that there is ekavakyata in that. So Shankaracharya has to interpret in such a way that there is all words they fit into a particular matrix, and then there is no contradiction anywhere. So that is, and our problem is to note every word of Shankaracharya. So you see, kim punah tat prayojanam yat sarva karma parityagat syat. Karma parityaga, we are talking about karma parityaga, which is possible for a jnani. So just right now we saw that line, tasmat paramartha darshittvena enaiva adeha bhruta. Just the previous line we saw.
Yes.
Adeha bhruta dehatma bhava rahitena ashesha karma sannyasa shakyate kartum. So that is, this is a follow-up. One who is capable of doing that, one who has realized that thing, and one who is capable of giving up this karma itself, for him all this phalam will not be there. But for all the other people, for atyagi, the phalam will be there. So I think we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.